Right, it's Saturday morning, 23 past 8, and I've now got up. I woke up at around 8 this morning because I went to bed at around 10. And not only that, but I stayed in bed for quite a long while. It could have been because of how yesterday went, because I was up for so long. Maybe that's why. And the fact that I was basically laying on the sofa going to sleep there as well before coming up to bed. Maybe that's a part of why I've woken up so late. To think now that this is me thinking I'm waking up so late compared to in the past when it'd be habit for me to get up anywhere from 9 to 10 in the morning just shows that I have made improvements. Improvements have been made. It's nice. It really is nice to carry on improving and to carry on progressing how I want to progress in my life. I've got a lot of things to do, but today is what I'm calling cheat day, where I have the meals that I had impulsive thoughts of having. Those are just sandwiches, and I'm going to have them in a few minutes now after making this voiceover. I had impulsive thoughts about having some sandwiches, like Nutella sandwiches, but I came out of that on the other side. I was having those thoughts a few days ago, around about, and then yesterday I wasn't having thoughts about them at all from my memory. I noticed that I just stopped thinking about them. I came out of it on the other side, as I said. But now I'm gonna have it. It'll probably make me feel like shit. If I do feel constipated after it, which I don't now, but if I do, then I'll have some fruits. May have some Greek yogurt or something to go with it. But yeah, anyway, we'll allow myself to start the day and get on with it, really. But anyway, that'll be it. I'll just one more thing. My camera wasn't working yesterday evening, so that's why there's no video for Friday evening. Camera wasn't working. I wanted to talk about potentially overeating out of boredom as well, but I couldn't at that time because again, camera wasn't working. I couldn't even flip it. I couldn't flip it to show my face. It was a mess, but now it's working. I'll make those videos. Well, sorry. I'll make that video about potentially overeating out of boredom and figuring out how long I've been doing that for. But anyway, that'll be it for now. See you in the evening, Saturday evening. Sunday, there won't be any videos to show because I'm not going to be on the screens. So instead, I'll just take photos of my journal to show what I plan to do, what I ate, or what I plan to eat, what I actually ate, what I plan to do. If I'm not showing it in the journal, then I'll make notes of it on CapCut, which is the editing program I use to make these videos. But anyway, yeah, see you this evening, and there'll be no videos for Sunday. I'll have something to show for Sunday, but there won't be any videos. It will just be pictures, or if I do have videos, it won't be from tomorrow. It'll probably be from Monday. Yeah, anyway, I'm gone. See you this evening. Right, it's 9:50 in the morning and I'm up, alive and awake. I did go to sleep. I went to bed early, anywhere from 9 to 10 in the morning, 9 to 10 in the evening. I remember coming back upstairs from the kitchen around 10:15, I think, due to seeing the time downstairs, and I just found it hard to get rest. Yesterday, was a day that I had to do a lot of working through relationships in my mind after what happened yesterday. I had an argument, and I had a lot of processing thoughts that I needed to do, and I came up to a conclusion that for as long as I can't civilly disagree with this person, we won't ever be able to get along. We won't ever be able to have a healthy relationship. And also, for as long as they believe that their poor behaviour is excusable, whereas mine isn't, we will never be able to get along. That's the conclusion that I came up to, but I noticed that one major flaw that I have, and that I'm learning to work through right now, is having a cut-off point, coming to a conclusion, and then allowing myself to think about something else. My flaw, in my opinion, is not doing that. Not allowing myself to move on. For years on end, when these sorts of things would happen, I wouldn't allow myself to move on, and I'm now starting to think that all of the torment could have predominantly come from me. All of the pain mentally that I went through could have in fact been predominantly self-inflicted. But there are some things that actually did happen that this person's done that was out of pocket. But all of those times that this person has done those things has been nowhere near as long compared to the basically infinitely long periods of time of me stewing in my head about such things back when I didn't know how to. I just had a lack of knowledge related to maintaining / improving your mental health. Things aren't the same anymore. I might not have a lot of knowledge related to improving and maintaining your mental health, but improving / maintaining my mental health, but I certainly am doing that for sure. And that was a conclusion that I came to. And after waking up, I did feel rather at peace, but then I started looping again. I wouldn't say I felt stressed out by that looping, but I certainly did notice it, and it's a flaw of mine, as I've said, because that creates the cycle of the torment. It would start from having an argument, but then the cycle would carry on due to how I'd respond to it, which is basically just put myself through mental agony, torture, by looping over and over and over again. But anyway, that's what happened on Sunday. But as for today, I'm going to allow myself to focus on some things. For next Sunday, I said instead of just going and looping in that way, I can allow myself to get lost in one of my hobbies, or some of my hobbies. start picking up the Rubik's Cube again and allow myself to just become extremely skilled at it and have fun. Allow myself to be able to have fun without the screens. It can be seemingly difficult to stay off the screens for an entire day, but it gets easier. It does get easier. I clicked on the phone twice because yesterday because the first time was purposeful. I was out for a walk and I was just making sure that my phone was on in case my parents were to call me. And the second time was an accident when I was putting the phone away to out of the room to go to bed. Yeah, so it wasn't the entire day, as I might have said, but it essentially was, because I was only looking at it for a couple of seconds, not to check the time or anything, but for the first time, as I said, just to make sure that the phone's on, and the second time was a genuine accident. Checking my phone out for a walk was more so out of emergency, just in case, not because I was going on it to go on YouTube, for example. Yeah. So although I did go on the screens, it was justified. Certainly the first time, and the second time, in a sense, it was also justified in my opinion, because I know that it was a genuine accident. It was an accident. But anyway, yeah, we've got some stuff that I want to do today. I want to go through, allow myself to just get it together, do some things here and there. For example, go shopping, then learn some gym instructor stuff, go through some of the course and do some things that I need to hand in, and daily logs. I want to do some push-ups and some archer push-ups practice, and also back and shoulders for weightlifting workout. I put that as theme 3, but I actually want to go outside now. I actually want to train now, so I might switch it up and do that instead. Or I might not. If I do that, then that may give me a reason to not have my weekly plans together. Oh, actually, speaking of, not the weekly plans, but daily plans, I almost forgot to write down all of the meals that I wanted to have today, but I just couldn't sleep. So eventually I did, and then I said, now I can rest. Perhaps not only the argument, but that it could have now become such a habit that potentially me not being able to rest due to not writing the meals down that I want to have for the day after, might actually be a sort of defense mechanism, because I know how much eating unhealthily can negatively affect all aspects of my life, and the sort of dark place that I could go to if I eat unhealthily. The sort of self-destructive mode that I could get into if I don't eat healthily. Yeah, but anyway, I've got these things. I've got these things. I thought there were some extra things that I wanted to do, but I'll just put them before the themes, even though I put them within the themes. Maybe it was just me getting my thoughts together. But anyway, that's me done for this morning. See you in the evening. I don't know why I didn't record Saturday evening. I don't remember. I don't remember. I can't say. But actually, no. No, I think that could have been... I was going to say, I think that could have been because the camera wasn't working. But that was Friday. That was Friday evening, when I wanted to document me needed to work on overeating. Yeah. But going back to Sunday, learning how to let go of the past with the advice I've given myself will really help me move on. I've come to conclusions with this person, and the relationship we have is what we have. That's what I'll say for now. And we genuinely might not ever get along. But if that's the case, so be it. I've changed so much, grown so much, but yet the relationship we have is still basically the same. Yeah. There's not much more that I want to say for now, just for anonymity reasons, but if I do want to talk about this in the future, then I will. But that's it for now. See you in the evening. Right, it's Tuesday, around about 1, probably before 1, I didn't check. But I've done a little bit here and there. I actually had my the meal I wanted to have after working out, before working out, and the salad that I wanted to have before going to the gym. I haven't had it yet, I haven't made it, but I can make it when I get home. There's some a little test that I wanted to go through in my own time. I've done that, but I think in order for me to really remember the content, I have to go over it again and again and again. I think if there's anything I've learned from going through it this time, pardon me, one time is not enough. And it would also help if I go through the exercises that they have in the that they show within the course, in the learning. That would help. For quite a lot of it, I was looking at range of movement, and I didn't even know what most of the words meant. So it would help if I went through some of the exercises that they provide in their learning material. Yeah. They being my personal training provider, personal training course provider, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I've got still a little bit to do here and there. Got to train. There's some plans that I wrote down in the journal that I want to write down on the laptop, because that's why I keep my plans usually. And I don't think I've got any more that I wanted to do after that, other than these logs, the weightlifting one and the daily log. I don't know, but I do know that I want to get the pre-recorded videos done, at least set aside some time to do at least a couple, at least 2. But anyway, I'm going to let this food settle and I'm going to get on with the rest of my day.